Welcome back to Power Pals Football. We are currently on week 7, right?
Yes.
And week 7 of the NFL season. God, it feels like forever. Pushing news. But anyway, once again, Josh Falsich, T. Shaw, Terry Coutant. We're going to be bringing you this week's picks and predictions. Starting off, Mr. Shaw, we got the Broncos at the Saints.
I'm the biggest loser.
Yeah, we have to recognize who the big loser is.
I'm the big loser, and I'll possibly be the big loser this week. But I'm not against the Broncos riding down there to New Orleans and showing the Saints how to march. So I'm going with Bo Nix and the Broncos.
What is he?
The fix. We're 3-3, baby.
Well, we got the Saints at home, and they're 3-point dogs at home.
Ooh.
They're playing without Derek Carr.
Oh, yeah.
But Spencer Rattler came in and actually did a good job for them last week.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of Spencer Rattler after what he did at Texas one year. But anyway, Broncos, Bo ain't putting up great numbers. He's putting up good enough numbers. And their defense, I think, will win this game. So I'm going with the Broncos.
I reluctantly went with the Broncos as well. If it wasn't for the Broncos defense, because Bo Nix was like 3 for like 12 at one point in time against the Chargers. He scored all 16 points in the fourth quarter when it did not matter.
Did you see Josh Allen the other day?
Okay, well, why are we talking about Josh Allen?
Yeah, bad game, but let's go.
All right, yeah, I guess you can, but I'm just saying.
Well, he bought it up on that.
Next.
All right, well, I'm going with the Broncos still, but like I said, I could see him losing this game, but I'm going to stick with Vegas on this one.
Okay.
Next up, we got Pats at Jaguars. This is an undone game.
This is one of them games I think Sunshine gets a win because the Pats are coming in with the guy from
Real
Duke.
quick, though, there ain't no sunshine in London.
Oh, it's another London game?
Yeah, that's not good.
Golly, why do they get these sorry teams in London? Anyway, I'm going with the Jags.
So the reason the Jags had to play London twice in a row is something Khan, the owner of the Jags, is like one of the main people pushing for NFL Europe.
Well, I think their field's too wet still.
Oh, yeah, they also had a hurricane.
Well, Jags, home away from home is London.
Yeah.
They play London every year. They're going to host one of the games in London. So,
Yeah.
and that may be true while they're doing back-to-back. So who are you going with?
The Jaguars.
You going with the Jags? Like I said, they're 5.5 point favorites at London. You got the worst defense in the Pats, and the worst offense in the Pats, and the worst defense with the Jags. But I'll take Sunshine, I guess, because at least I know who he is. I have no idea who Drake May is.
So you're going to pass?
I'm going with the Jags.
Oh, Jags.
I think he's a pop singer.
I'm going with the Patriots here. As I said earlier, the sun don't shine in London, and I think the Jags are going to have another upsetting defeat. I think Drake May will make them pay.
Drake May, first win.
Drake
Huh?
May.
First win for Drake May.
Where did he come from?
Chapel Hill, UNC.
Okay.
Oh, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Not the other
He
one.
played for Matt Brown.
He wasn't a Blue Devil.
Okay.
All right, next up, Lions at Vikings.
Well, the fairy tale season rolls on for the Lions. They showed up last week against the hapless Cowboys who have no clue. But anyway,
They're hapless now.
I'm going to go with the Vikings at home, and they're going to stay undefeated.
All right.
Yeah, I believe so. It's going to be a tough game. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see who comes out the best. Everybody in the North has a winning record.
NFC North powerhouse.
Yes.
The Vikings are at home. They got the big man with the big horn. They're 1.5 point favorites. Lions have a pair of running backs that'll literally beat you down, but
Bear gives David Montgomery.
yes.
They ain't played nobody out here, so let's go. They have.
Well, I tell you what, the Lions last week had that game marked, circled for a year. That was the biggest game. That's all they've been thinking and dreaming about for a year.
I think you and I could have got our legs out there and made a
That
few
being
yards.
said, Lions once again are coming off another team coming off a Super Bowl because they played to beat the hell out of the Cowboys. So I'm going with the Lions to lose. I'm taking Vikings at home.
Unlike them, I still don't have a chapped ass from last week. So I'm going to pick the team that's hot right now, and that is the Detroit Lions.
Hot.
Hammered.
They lost.
Detroit just laid the hammer down on the Cowboys. At
I
home.
thought I was watching the Giants play, but
Okay,
You know,
well, that's fair, but regardless, I'm taking the hot hand right now, and that is the Detroit Lions. Also, Minnesota has had like 3 or 4 games where they were within 1 score against teams that are not so great, but good.
Could this be a hamburger game?
I gotta buy both of you a hamburger?
Oh, you're going to bet on it?
I got that on it.
Can this be a hamburger game?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, do I have to buy both of you a hamburger?
No, it should be between me and you.
Just me and you?
Just me and you.
All right, hamburger game on the
Hamburger game of the week?
Hamburger game of the week.
Hamburger game of the week. All right. Don't let me down, Jared. Next up, we got Titans at Bills.
Man, the Bills ain't looked really good, but they've been okay.
Mm-hmm.
The Titans are awful, but Bills at home, they need a big win. They need to put some points up, make them,
Feel good game.
yeah, feel good. I'm going with the Bills.
Bills are at home. 9.5 point favorites. You're right. They do need to have a good game, put up some scores, and they got a new weapon to do that with in Amari Cooper.
Oh, I forgot he's going there.
Yeah.
Devontae. Oh, that's
Devontae with the
Let-
Jets.
Will Levis, whatever the hell his name is not very good. They still do have a defense, though, Titans that are top 10 defense in every category.
Yeah.
But
Button fly lead.
I'm still going with Josh Allen and the Bills. I still think they're one of the better teams in the league. So I'm going with the Bills at home.
I'm going Bills as well. It shouldn't be close, but who knows with this NFL season.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, next up, this one was kind of difficult for me. Dolphins at Colts.
This is the quarterback is
I looked it up for a second. I didn't see anything about him coming back.
They said if he comes back, it'll be towards the latter part of the season. But they expect for him to come back, maybe sometime after Thanksgiving.
well. The Colts really ain't got much going, but is Flacco playing for the Colts?
Yes.
Colts at home versus the Fish.
Oh, Sleepy Joe.
Man, I'm going with the Fish.
Going with the fish?
Yeah, I think A-Chain's going to have a heck of a game. Yeah, I'm going with the Fish.
Following your heart.
Yeah, I don't like Dolphins neither, but I'm going with Fish. It's just an upset for me. I don't know who's favored, but I'm going with Fish.
We'll find out here in a second. Mr. Couton.
Dolphins are at home. They're favored by 3.
Well, the Dolphins are on the road.
I had them at home.
I got Dolphins at Colts.
Okay. I did make a mistake because I got them home at Lucas Oil Stadium.
You spelled all that out?
A team that's a fish sponsored by
They are
Oreo.
3-point favorites.
Yeah, okay.
Can you imagine like an actual like aquatic mascot sponsored by an oil company? Miami Dolphins.
Lucas Oilfield Stadium.
Lucas Oilfield Stadium is the home of the
This Miami
Dolphins.
Dolphins game is sponsored by Exxon.
Anyway,
BP.
I had a hard time going with this game too because down the Fish and Hill, they're hard to beat. I mean, Hill's hard to beat with anybody quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, but as bad as the Colts defense has been all year, I just don't like Miami without Tua. I think they're a way better team with him. And really, I think the eyebrow would just have another win.
Joe knows. Joe knows.
So I'm going with Flacco and the Colts.
Oh.
I'm going with Flacco and the Colts as well. Tua's not back. Dolphins have looked bad all year.
I
So yeah, I'm sticking with the Colts here.
They got a nerd coach. I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not changing though.
All right, well, next up, we got Bird versus Bird on Bird violence.
Birds,
Seahawks at Falcons.
Birds.
I don't know if the goals. I don't even know what kind of team they got. They go in and play good some weeks.
America's aviary game of the
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, I believe the Falcons are going to cage the Seagulls and give them a few Alka-Seltzers and watch them blow up in there. So I'm going with the Falcons at home. It's a toss-up, but I think the Falcons will take them. Falcons probably favorite.
Well, what would win in a fight in nature? A Falcon or a Seahawk?
Oh, Seahawk. Oh, they're not goals. So what is a Seahawk?
I don't know. Terry, you're out.
Well, we got the Falcons at home, -3. You're saying you don't know who the Seahawks are because you have Geno. He's got an 87 quarterback ranking, which is not very good. He's 6x6. 6 interceptions, 6 touchdowns. That's why they're up and down. That's why you don't ever know who they're going to be week to week. Both defenses are mediocre, middle of the pack. But I like Cousins. He's been looking pretty sharp after the first couple of weeks when he's come back from the injury. They have my man Bijan, and I'm going with the Falcons at home.
Who'd you pick again? You picked Falcons? Okay. I'm going with Falcons as well. I don't know. Seahawks could bounce back here, but I think they might be on a downturn. I think they had their easiest part of the schedule start of the year. I mean, how you lose to the Giants, you know?
Well, that's, So.
Next up, Texans at Packers. I already know who's picking.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, are we changing?
I'm not changing. I don't like the Pack. I will never go for the Pack. I don't like the Texans, but at least they're from, well, the team's from Texas. They have never won anything.
Oh, God.
But let's go Texans. I'm going Texans.
You can't do it. You just
I
can't bring
I
yourself
will
to do
not
it.
ever go for the Packers. They're the worst team in the NFL ever.
Well, the Packers are at home on the Tundra at Lambeau Field.
Favorite.
Lots of cheese.
Lots of cheese. Lots of brats in the parking lot.
2 points.
Both these teams look pretty much the same on offense, stats-wise, where they fall in their categories. The Texans, I give them a little bit edge on defense. Both teams have one of their top players is it's coming in questionable, Mixon and Jaden Reed.
Nixon's the fixin'.
Anyway, I'm going to go with the home team. I'm not a big Packer fan either, but I'm going with the home team, Packers.
We're going with Packers as well. This might be your week to win, Steve Shaw.
I don't know.
Probably
I
some
mean,
games swinging your way.
I can't go with the Pack.
I'm going with Packers as well. I don't know. I don't think the Texans are wishy-washy. Maybe they just played better talent.
But
But
one loss.
there's been some games that were close that I don't think should have been close with the Texans. Whereas the Packers have been pretty stable. But Packers defense, I think, edges out the Texans defense. But I agree. I think offenses are basically on par. So I'm going to go with the Packers here.
You ever heard of Dalton Schultz?
Yeah, I know Josh Schultz is.
Okay.
I had to watch him score a touchdown on a seam route like for 2 straight years. I mean.
All right.
Next up,
Yeah.
we got the Battle of Ohio. We got
Oh.
the Bengals at the Browns.
Yeah. Well, the Browns, you know what Browns stand for? The poop. The poop. The poop. This is a rival game, I mean. But the Bengals, the Tigers, whatever you want to call them, they're coming off a victory in Rogers Stadium. And they're going to be on a roll still. They're going to take down the Poops, the Browns. I'm going with Bengals.
Going with the Bengals.
Well, the Browns are dogs. 5.5 point
Oh,
dogs.
they
In
are.
the dog
Yeah,
pound.
dog pound.
Man, Bengals ain't very much on defense, but Browns are horrible on offense.
They were last week.
Burrows is having a pretty good season. I don't know what else to say than that. I mean, Bengals on the road.
Yeah, I'm going Bengals on the road as well. I don't know why Jameis Winston hasn't. I don't know why they haven't tried it.
I know it.
Like, I know you're paying Deshaun a lot of money, but at some point, like, you gotta just swallow your pride. And
Well, if he dies on the
Before you
field,
give
they
up-
don't have to pay.
Before you give up your best wide receiver,
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, they lost a receiver.
yeah.
They're all in. They're all in with Deshaun, I guess.
I'm going Bengals now.
Uh-oh.
All right, heartbreak of the week. Eagles at Giants.
Well, good thing. You can watch this.
I can watch this
This
game now
mess.
because they lost last week.
Yeah. The Giants were at home last week, too, and it didn't help them, right?
I didn't watch, so I don't
Oh,
know.
you don't know what Man, as bad as I hate it, I just don't think the Giants are ready. I mean, and I think they're really going to go in there and they're going to give everything they got to stop the running back. And I think Jalen Hurts, as much as it hurts me to say this, is actually going to have a good game. And I'm going with the Eagles.
well, the Giants are at home and they're 3-point dogs. Looking at this game, both quarterbacks really are the same.
Yeah.
When you look at their stats and look at their numbers, Hurts has better feet. He can get outside and make a play or two there. The difference on their offenses, to me right now, has been, and you don't want to hear this, been Saquon Barkley.
Oh, yeah. I knew that.
I mean, he's having a good season. The Giants should see Malik Neighbors return.
We're waiting to see if he can get through the physical part of
Yeah,
practice today.
I heard he's probably going to be on the field earlier today.
Yeah.
Giants, on paper, they have better defense, and they're at home, and Cowboys and their sorry ass need all the help they can get. Go Giants.
You're going
Go Giants.
Well, I wish I shared your enthusiasm, Terry. Saquon Barkley coming into this game said he doesn't think the fans will boo him. I think he's in for a rude awakening.
Yes, he will.
But I think he'll silence the boos really quickly after last week's offensive performance by the Giants. Defense looked great last week. From what I can tell, stats-wise and everything, defense did really good. You held Joe Burrow to 17 points, especially when your offense is pitiful. So, I mean, the defense could go out there and make a difference this game, but, man,
Yeah, I need a kicker.
we need a kicker, and then also Daniel Jones needs to
Protect the ball.
he needs to go on one of those ayahuasca trips that Aaron Rodgers has been going on. Like,
Find Malik.
we'll see. But I'm going Eagles. I hate to do it, but I'm going Eagles.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, next up.
What'd you have on your board on that one?
I had a loss on that one.
Did you?
I think so. We'd have to look.
It's
But
gone.
no. I'm pretty sure I had a loss for the first one. It said they wouldn't have it together by then. All right, next. Oh, and then also our All-Pro left tackle's out for the rest of the
Yeah,
season.
that's right.
That's another big reason. All right, next up, Raiders or Rams, Steve Shaw.
Raiders and the Rams. Well, the Rams have been spam for most of the year, but the Raiders are horrible too, and they just lost their best weapon. Of course, he ain't played in the last 3 games because he's been wanting out really bad. So, Rams at home. I think Nuka's back in Cup, maybe, I don't know. But if they're back, Rams for sure. But I'm going Rams.
Well, the Rams are 7-point favorites at home. Well, I look at the Raiders and without Adams, I mean, what do they have? The only thing I see they have is one more victory than the Rams. Which is, that's not saying much for the Rams.
Who's their quarterback
I don't even know
this
the
week?
name. They benched Gardner last week.
Gardner.
Minshew's
You
not.
name a kid Gardner.
Yeah.
Your name's Gardner, Minshew.
Yeah.
That's my quarterback's name.
Anyway,
Steve's the quarterback.
the only thing the Rams have going for them to me in this game's there at home, and I'm going with them.
I'm going Rams as well. Raiders are a mess right now. Just traded away Devontae Adams. They really only got one player on defense. Guys,
He's an alcoholic.
so.
I didn't say that. I apologize. He's recovering. He's doing good. Stand there, Crosby.
I'm going Rams. All right, next up, another easy one. Panthers at Redskins.
Oh my goodness. Boy, I tell you. I'm not even the Redskins. Just Redskins.
How about you, Terry?
Well, Redskins are -8 at home. I don't know. I'm going with the Redskins. Hell, what do the Panthers have?
They got Andy Dalton. That's all I need.
Andy Dalton.
Right.
I mean, he might make it a game. Who knows? He could. But their defense is so horrible. I don't see how Daniels and McLaurin would just go crazy on them.
Yeah.
Going with the Redskins.
I'm going Redskins as well. Panthers are in full-on rebuild mode. They're tanking for whoever. Definitely going with Redskins here. All right. Repeat of the Super Bowl. Chiefs at Niners.
Nah,
All right.
I don't think the refs are going to help the chefs. I think the 49ers are 49ers may not be favored in this game, but the 49ers
You're talking about Taylor Swift
Well,
in California now.
man, she fits in.
She's got her on sideline reporter now. You see that?
Anyway, the Swifties are not going to be happy. I'm going 49ers. 49ers take it at home. It's payback time. They're going to let them know they're still a team. We might not make it there this year, but we're still relevant.
Okay.
I'm going 49ers.
I think the 49ers, 1.5 point favorites at home, Levi Stadium, are going to have Mahomes and the Chiefs, their first loss of the season.
Levitt Stadium?
Levitt
Stadium?
They already named the stadium.
All right, well, I thought this was going to be a toss-up. I'm 49ers as well. I think 49ers are going to want this more than the Chiefs, and I think the Chiefs have been getting by the skin of their teeth throughout so far this season. I think this will be the first one they drop. All right, Steelers. I'm sorry, Jets at Steelers.
I think, everybody's going to be hyped up because Devontae, is he hurt, is he not hurt? I don't know. He's not on the same page. He ain't used to somebody throwing the ball at him really real good, But Aaron Rodgers might be a little fired up. But, the Steelers,
They got heart.
they're playing at home. Three Rivers are going to run together. And they're going to just set up. I think T.J. Watt will kill Aaron Rodgers. Especially if that number 77 has that bad arm.
Just making a shot at Tyron Smith.
Oh, he's horrible. He's horrible. He got his quarterback killed last week and he had penalties. I'm going with
He had penalties that wasn't justified penalties.
well, whatever. I'm going with Steelers. T.J. Watt, baby. That's the difference.
Leave my boy alone. Why you got to bring boy? You just know you won't piss me off, don't you?
Boys, Dead Gone should have traded for you.
No,
We got something for
They
you.
should have right now today.
No. Didn't
Hell
he?
yeah. Jets are on the road and they're 2-point favorites. That don't say a whole lot for the Steelers. Rodgers, Devontae Adams are reunited and they feel so good.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson be gone on trade blocks.
Why would Garrett Wilson be
Because
gone?
he's hated. He's the number one, baby. He don't want to be number two.
You can put Garrett Wilson in the slot.
He don't want to be in the slot. He wants to be number one. It's over with.
It's looking like Russell Wilson, another Wilson,
Yeah.
is going to have a start today.
That's possible, yeah.
They've got him listed as a starter on what I look at.
That's the magic.
So Russell Wilson maybe get the start. Najee Harris is healthy again. They're at home. And I'm still taking the Jets -2.
I'm never taking Jets again after last week.
I'm taking the Jets as well.
Coach
We might as
Rogers.
well wear that hat the rest of the week.
Coach Rogers ain't gonna get it done. He's done. This is last year for Rogers. Watch.
All right, well, I'm just saying we might want to just wear that hat the rest
Whatever.
of the week. Going with the Jets.
Yeah.
Even if Wilson plays, I mean, I don't know, maybe Tomlin can work out the kinks from when he was at Denver. I don't know. We'll find out this week, though. But as of right now, I'm sticking with the Jets.
Yeah.
Jets. Jets. All right. Good game.
Good game, maybe, possibly.
Maybe possibly.
Game of the week.
Maybe could be. Ravens at Buccaneers.
Over Lions and Vikings. You know. Game of the week. We'll go there.
Yeah, we'll get there. Ravens and Bucks, though.
Well, I'm going to the Bucks at home. I think the Ravens defense is not very good. I know they put numbers up, they can rush ball, they control the clock somewhat, but
The defense is rushing and controlling the clock.
I mean whatever. Their defense is no good.
Yeah.
And the Bucks, I don't know much about their defense, but I know they can put up some points real quick. They got a couple good receivers, and that crazy ass quarterback, he don't care. He's just chunking and going. He can chunk, and he's gonna be chunking. I'm going with the Bucks.
He's going to be chunking there.
Bucks probably favored this game.
Nope.
Well, if the Bucks are at home and they're 4-point dogs.
Oh, even better. That make Mayfield's mad.
If Baker Mayfield protects the ball, he's thrown a lot of interceptions this year. And what can you say about the Ravens? Like I said last week, Jackson Henry retires. I mean, they're just good.
Yeah.
Their offense is good. But like Shaw said, they're mediocre on defense, and so are the Bucks. But even though Evans is listed as questionable, I'm still going to go with the Bucks as underdogs at home.
All right. I'm going with the Ravens. Ravens offense is too good. I'm not going to bet against the Ravens, especially if Baker Mayfield's the quarterback. Not doing it. Nothing against Baker, but he's not. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
Yesterday news. What do you say?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
There you go. All right, now we got the last game, Monday night. Chargers at Cardinals.
That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up. I have no faith in the Cardinals. They score 40 points one game and can't score 3 the next. I don't know. Don't care for them. I'm going with Chargers.
No, you would.
Well, the Cardinals are at home. They're 2.5-point dogs at home. I don't have a lot to say about this game. I haven't seen either one of them play all season. I went against the Bears on the last game, so I'm going to go with the Bears on this game. I'm going with the Cardinals.
I'm going with Cardinals as well.
Yep, somebody's going to have. Maybe 2.
Going with the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray hasn't had a horrible year, but he is up and down. But so are the Chargers, and I'm not a big fan of the Harbaugh Chargers yet. So I'm going with the Cardinals.
So,
So
what's the most important game of this week?
my most important game is the Giants and Eagles.
Well,
Lions and Vikings.
Lions and Vikings, you said you think whoever wins this game maybe will be the North victor? I mean,
No, there's too much season left.
Packers got what, 1 loss also or 2?
One.
1, and Bears are 4-2.
I think it's just one.
Yeah.
Because they lost to the Eagles.
Mhm.
So you got the basement in the North is 4-2. Crazy. They might get 4 teams in the playoffs this
They
year.
could.
I doubt it, but it could happen.
Like I said, I don't think this game will decide the season, the division.
No,
But
but
I think it tells, it's going to send a message to a team.
who beat the Lions?
Yeah, so it's Vikings 5-0, everyone else is 4-2.
Everyone. Okay, Lions got 2 losses.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it just sends a message. Whoever wins this game, it'll send a message.
Have they played any Has the Vikings played anybody in their division yet?
Bears are 4-2.
Yeah,
Yes.
Bears are 4-2 as well.
That's right.
Yeah, they are 4-2. I bet against them every week.
Dad with them every week.
Just because I don't like Pilar.
So what was your question? Who the
Have they played any conference games?
The Vikings? I don't think so. I know they played the Giants. They played.
I don't know if I can't
They
recall.
played the Giants. They played the Niners. So they played the Jets.
You know,
They played the Giants, the Niners, the Texans. Oh, they played the Packers, and they beat the Packers 31-29.
okay. Oh, close game. So the Vikings also beat. Oh, you're talking about the Vikings, yeah.
Yeah.
So the Lions. So the Vikings could have, if they win, they'll have 2 division wins,
Yeah.
which is a good thing.
Yeah, that would in fact be a good thing.
That would be a really good thing.
My thing with the Eagles and Giants is Giants fans are already down bad, and Saquon Barkley goes out and rushes for 120 yards, and the Eagles beat the shit out of us. Oh my! There's gonna be so many people bitching and moaning and crying.
About what?
Well, I can't believe we kept Daniel Jones and we didn't keep Saquon Barkley.
Saquon didn't want to stay, you know
I
that.
know that,
He was gone. He done made his mind up.
but that's not the narrative though. The narrative's gonna be why didn't we franchise tag Daniel Jones and sign Saquon Barkley? Blah, 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 blah.
Saquon's mom's happy he's in the state. He's back home.
His dad was a Jets fan.
Well, it's, I don't like his dad. Then. But yeah, I think that's a good game. But
It's not gonna be a good game. I'm saying for my mental sanity,
yeah,
that's my game.
well, the Chiefs and 49ers can be a big game. I don't know because 49ers want some kind of revenge. I think that wasn't that game an overtime game last
So
night?
the thing with
Super
the
Bowl?
I don't remember, but the thing with the Chiefs and
Last year's Super Bowl wasn't it the Chiefs and 49ers?
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know if it went to overtime or not. My thing with the
I don't
Chiefs.
remember going overtime.
I think it went overtime.
My thing with the Chiefs and Niners is like, yeah, the Chiefs are 5-0 right now,
Yeah.
but they've needed a lot of help.
Yeah.
People are just, obsessed with Patrick Mahomes, so no matter what. And then you got the Taylor Swift factor as well.
Yeah.
The Niners aren't what they were last year, right? They're not a bad team, but like nobody's talking. If everybody's talking about like playoff picture and Super Bowl, nobody's really discussing the Niners right now. They're talking Vikings, they're talking Lions, they're talking.
Yeah, but there's still a long way to go.
No, 100%.
Teams are going to get healthy.
Yeah, I'm saying for this week.
Yeah. Really, I do want to see the Giants beat the Eagles.
Don't we
I'm
all?
just saying. Another good thing going.
If the Giants beat the Eagles next year on, he probably will be fired.
Yeah.
Good.
25-22 overtime.
It was overtime.
Yes.
Okay. The best thing going as far as I'm concerned this week is the Cowboys won't lose.
Yes, they will not.
Well,
Well,
I'll say
I
that, and then somebody's going to have like a season-ending injury in practice this week.
That'd be bad.
I know he needs to take a break. He's goggle-eyed. He's underthrows passes. Turns the ball over inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I think he just needs to figure out. He might need to adjust his sleep number.
I think he needs to grab C.D. Lamb, by the face mask and say, look, you just ain't getting the ball if you ain't going to work hard. Let's
You can't complain about the ball because when I give you the ball, you fumble it.
Yeah, either one, both of them fumble ice. And
Fumble
what's
it.
he got, 6 interceptions already for the year?
I mean, he's good.
I think he's 8 touchdowns and 6 INTs. So he's almost 500.
I think with CeeDee Lamb this year, it's like the team force-fed you the ball last year, gave you a huge contract. Like, what are you complaining about? Like, they how many times a game do they line? At least twice they line them up in the backfield at running back. Like they're literally doing everything they can to get him the ball.
Well, Jerry said after he signed him, he said he wants to see CD have 15 touches a game.
Yeah.
Dak's ranked lower than Geno.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, he's bad. He's horrible. He's down 85. He's got 4
Dak's had these moments before. This isn't something new. He goes up and down.
Oh, he's way up now. He's going down this year.
Well, but the thing is, here's the thing with Cowboys. Okay, they got whether you like them or not,
I
star
like
players they have on offense.
Yeah.
I
They're
mean,
not producing.
Dak's a runner-up MVP from just last season. CD was hands down maybe the best or second best receiver.
So what happened to the offense?
There's no argument he's top.
Okay, let's see what's happened to the offense.
What's happened to the
You've
offense?
lost your starting center, you lost your starting left tackle. Which I say is two pretty good, strong positions you don't want to lose on your
I
offense.
know that,
Just had Mark Lyon.
but is our offensive coordinator not doing his job?
Brandon Cooks, is he having, he's injured right now, but before was, did he look like he had the same step he did even late? He lost step before we got
I
him.
think the hamburgers are the reason why.
I mean,
We're
he
not
was
producing.
slow.
Hamburger calls some stupid plays. What's a swing class ever done for Cowboys?
I ain't gonna say he ain't calling dumb plays,
Yeah.
but what makes his, what the hamburger and what makes Dak best is when he has a running game, which they do not. They don't have a.
They didn't have one.
They don't have a running. Well, they had it better when they did this year.
Oh, they're not done yet.
They're still a 100-yard game.
We're coming. Doesn't
Uh,
matter.
and if Dak, when he has the running back supporting him, that sets up his play action, which he is one of the better quarterbacks in the league in play action.
So in other words, he's never ever gonna be able to hold Aaron Rodgers' job. Aaron Rodgers can beat you by himself.
Yeah, so can the GOAT, and so can Mahomes, and so can Daniel Jones.
So why don't we get one of them quarterbacks?
I ain't seen
Not
that.
saying-
I ain't seen that yet.
So you think signing Dak to a $240 million contract?
He got what the market. He all he did was he had the stats, he had the numbers, and the market was there. And
I wouldn't have it.
Willard? No, you would not. You had Andy Dalton.
Yeah, he did good.
I did good. Finished third in the division.
Well,
I'm not. Yeah, I do. Dak's been a good quarterback. I mean,
yeah. Why sign him? Why not wait till the end of the year?
Why would you wait till the end of the year?
Why not trade him?
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
Me?
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to keep
You're
him.
gonna so real quick. You're gonna trade him.
I would have traded him.
You're gonna roll the dice.
Why? We ain't winning nothing this year. Are we going to win anything this year?
No.
Are we going to get even in the playoffs this year? What do you think?
But did you know that before the season started? Like, did you have a crystal ball?
Yes,
Oh,
yes. I knew our
yeah,
defense was going to suffer because we don't have no defensive line.
You did not know.
Yeah.
I didn't improve you.
We didn't improve. I want to be like you were last year, first year. The Giants going all the way, baby. They got it.
Yeah, look what that guy.
Yeah. Well, I did 11-6, and I didn't even want to give them 11 victories.
That's because the
After I looked at who they played,
That's because the Cowboys have hurt you so much, right?
No,
They've hurt you
I
so much, right? You just don't want to latch on to anything.
Dallas can't hang with 49ers. 49ers beat the crap out in the last 4. Every time they play the 49ers, they put them in their spot. That's the difference. That's a good team.
But what I'm saying is at the start of the season, right, you wouldn't have been like 49ers are going to blow out Dallas.
I would say the 49ers beat Dallas by 10 points every time they play them.
They would not beat Dallas by 10 points every time they play them.
Not used to. Not used to.
In the playoffs, it was like 7 or less, yeah.
But you know, it's playoffs. They play a little bit harder. Jerry Jones might
The
say
Cowboys playing harder in the playoffs.
Yeah, they play
They're
harder.
showing up.
Well, the last time they faced 49ers in the playoffs, if it weren't for the coaches' mental mistakes on the sideline, he took away our chance of at least making a comeback win.
What do you do?
His clock management is horrible.
Wrong menu.
Oh, that's when we did that spike track bull crap.
Yeah, we ran up, but the ref has to actually
Look like
stop.
a kindergarten team out there.
Yeah, it looked like
That's because we practice hard, I guarantee you. We work on it. So, anyway,
Fundamental.
I'm done. The Cowboys are not going anywhere this
Don't
year.
think in your shell just yet.
We're done. We're going to be battling the Giants for last place. If the Commanders beat Dallas, I don't think
they're battling for last place. I think
the Eagles don't scare me, but I think Commanders and Dan Quinn, I think they're going to put it on the Cowboys.
I think Danny Boy.
Danny Boy's going to put it on the
Pipes
Cowboys.
are calling.
I don't think Dak Prescott
Well,
was.
Dan Quinn didn't leave the Cowboys with much animosity.
No. He got a head coaching job.
I know, but he knows how to get under Dak's skin. He's going to get
But
it.
yeah, I mean, that I don't disagree with.
I don't think Dak had a good game
against Dak for 2-3 years.
Dak looked lost on the field last week.
The only thing is they lost one of their D tackles. They one of their star D tackles.
Yeah, they lost Dorrance Armstrong.
And their corners still suck.
Yeah, but Dak looked lost.
Saint Juice or whatever his name
Dak
is.
had no.
Absolutely cooked him.
Dak had no. He didn't look like he knew what he was doing on the field. He got so far behind, he was scared. I could see it in his eyes.
It says if the Commanders, before the trade deadline, go out and get a top 10 corner, like a cornerback one, CB1, some guy you can have follow their main receiver. If the Commanders go out and get a corner before the trade deadline, it's going to be bad for the rest of the NFL.
What was Dak scared of?
He's a failure.
Was he scared of getting hurt?
He was scared to throw the ball. Yeah, he knew he was lost. He lost. He was scared. You can see in his eyes the fear that I'm not the guy. I cannot lead my team to victory. I cannot lead my team to where we need to go. It's in his eyes. He can't do it.
Yeah,
It's in his eyes. No, he can't.
I think he can.
He's been promoted 3 years in a row and ain't did shit.
I
He can't
don't
do it.
disagree with that.
He can't do it. I think he knows he can't do it.
I think he will, but I don't think he'll be with the Cowboys. I think if Dak went to a team where he's not the star or one of the stars, he's just kind of like a situation where, like, I know his name had a lot of star power.
No, he's playing for the Vikings.
And it's like the Jefferson show.
Yeah.
Like, so the way I view Dak is I think that Dak's like probably, 28, 29 right now?
Probably somewhere around that.
I think Dak will finish his contract with Dallas, go to another team, and that team, he'll go on like a bargain deal kind of thing. And I think,
Could be like this.
I think he'll have a really good season with that team and possibly make a
So he'll be Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. But I think he's better than Kirk.
Anyway, I'm done with that. I can see it in his eyes.
I do agree. I think the light is too bright in Dallas for Dak
I
Prescott.
think Dak Slav throw 20 interceptions this year. He's on the road to throw it. 18, 20. He's bad.
You keep forgetting that Dallas is still loaded in talent. It's
Where?
wide receiver.
So? You got a quarterback that can't.
Dak statistically is still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Not this year, maybe.
Well, you got to throw all of it together, but he's losing it. He's going down.
It's not that he's going.
I don't think he's into Dak.
Well,
Hell, you can sit there and cry about him all you want. I don't care.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
I'll be wearing this next week.